Yo, what's poppin' YouTube? Mini here. Overwatch Season 12 has been out for the past couple of days now, and I've been using these past couple of days to just kind of go ahead, get into the new content, see how I feel about the new season that's coming out. So today's video, we're just overlooking everything that was new, and giving my kind of first impressions on the new season. So if you guys do enjoy today's video, please hit that like button, and subscribe for more content. So obviously, with this being Season 12, we have abundance of new content. We have a new hero, new game mode, new battle pass, new skins, new maps. So I wanted to go ahead and get into some of that. First thing I did want to start off here, I think the biggest addition, Juno. She is the newest support hero. We kind of just recently had a playtest here for her, and I think my feelings from the playtest and my feelings now still kind of remain the same. I think Juno's a very fun character. She's a very great addition to the game. I think she might be a little underpowered right now, which is fine. She's not too overly broken, but man, is she just fun to play. You could be getting, I would say, destroyed sometimes, and I think, or at least in my situation, I enjoy playing Juno still. I think, like I said, she's a very fun and enjoyable hero. She has nice abilities. The skins that they gave her were pretty decent. They're just recolors of her main skin, but I think they did a good job with selecting the colors for her. I think they look good on her skins. Her Medi Blast is really fun to use. I like how it's very similar to Ana, where you have to shoot at the your teammates when you want to heal them, and it also does damage to other heroes as well. So her Medi Blast is very fun to use. Her Hyper Ring, I don't use it as much as I think if I should, but I think it's a really fun ability. I'm really happy that they gave the speed boost to someone else besides Lucio. So you can run a whole speed comp if you want with Juno and Lucio. And her flight isn't anything too crazy. She just kind of more hovers more than anything else. It's not really a flight, but they did give her a double jump, so she has some mobility in terms of more verticality. So overall, I think Juno's a very fun addition to the game. I think she's a very healthy addition to the game. And I hope to see that when they implement more heroes, that they kind of do it in the style of her, where she wasn't too over-kitted. I think she's a little underpowered right now, but with a few tweaks and buffs, I think she could be in a really, really good spot. And like I said, at the very least, she's a very fun character to play, and that's, I believe, the most important part of a character, having them very fun to play. And I think they nailed out really well with Juno. Again, obviously, with it being a new season, we got a new Mythic skin. The new hero to receive the Mythic skin this season was Reaper, and they gave him the Anubis skin. This whole season is kind of like Egyptian themed, so they gave Reaper the Anubis Mythic skin, and I think the skin looks pretty good. I think this is one of the better Mythic skins that they dropped for Overwatch. I like this a lot better than the Ashe skin. And some of the Mythic skins haven't been hitting, like I said, like the Ashe skin I thought was just okay. The Hanzo Mythic skin I think was just okay. The Orisa one was probably just okay too. They didn't really give them a lot of options. And Reaper, they really did a good job with the skin, and I think in all levels looks really good. Even like just the base skin itself I think looks really awesome. And they gave him a lot of customization options, which improved the skin as well. And they're all very different from each other. You can customize them in different ways, get different colors, get different masks on. And again, I just think they did a really good job with that. The sound effects on it are pretty cool. I like when you ult, that it kind of turns into a like sand pit. So overall, I think the Reaper Mythic skin is really good. One of the better Mythic skins that we've had in a while here. We are supposed to get an Ana Mythic weapon. Outside of some artwork that they shared with us, we haven't really seen too much on that, so we'll have to wait a little bit later into the season. But yeah, the Reaper Mythic skin gets a big thumbs up for me. They did a really good job with that, and I hope they continue to push the Mythic skins and the level of customization and the detail that they did with the Reaper Mythic. Next thing I wanted to move into, just kind of to stay on the topic of skins, was the Battle Pass. I think the Battle Pass is a pretty decent Battle Pass. Not anything that blows your socks off, but I think for the overall, what you're getting with the Battle Pass, I think it's a pretty good deal this time around. The skins are pretty decent. I really like how they keep giving skins like Alari. I think new heroes really do need more skins, so it's good that Alari has one, because Venture needs more skins, so they already addressed Venture. Venture's going to get a skin, I believe, next season or the skin after. Or not the skin, but the season after. So it's cool to see Alari get a skin. The Doomfist skin was pretty cool. The Ana skin was pretty cool. At first I thought it was Kiriko, but it turns out it's an Ana skin. But otherwise, that doesn't really change my opinion too much on the skin. I still think it's a very cool skin. Some of my standout picks from the Battle Pass are the Diva Make It Rain emote. I think that's a pretty good emote, kind of good quality. And the Echo highlight intro. I think they did a really good job with the highlight intro. And same thing with the, it's not anything super crazy, but I personally like the Doomfist cat highlight intro. But that's just me, I'm a cat guy. So yeah, overall, I think the Battle Pass is pretty good. I think you're getting a good value if you choose to get it. There's pretty decent skins in there. The Overwatch Battle Passes, from my experiences, they don't really take super long to complete. You should be able to complete it in the season. They did a good job. Like I said, it's an Egyptian theme. The banners are pretty cool. There's a snake one that I think that was really cool that I liked. And the titles were probably my least favorite items from this Battle Pass. I kind of like going through the prestige tiers, getting some of those titles, and in this one, I'm not really super inclined to go for some of those more prestigious titles. I think they're cool. If you want to get them, definitely go ahead and rock them. But it's personally, I don't care for them. Now, that doesn't mean they're bad. Just not my cup of tea. Next, I would probably say the next biggest addition that they added this season is the new Gamemode Clash. I have played a couple maps of the Throne of Anubis and a couple match of Hanaoka, and I think Clash is a decent game mode. I don't think it's terrible by any means. It's very deathmatchy, which is kind of cool, and for me it kind of feels like a more express version of Flashpoint. So I think it's good. I think if you were to ask me, like, if I were to want to play, like, on Throne of Anubis versus Temple of Anubis, I think I would definitely say that, and I would agree with playing Hanaoka over Hanamura. So I think those are two good benchmarks to say, like, okay, I think they did a good job with this. I think these maps are okay. I think the game mode is okay. I don't think it's anything super crazy. At the best, the game mode is really fun when you're going back and forth and you are pushing it to try to see who can get the last capture point. I think that's when the game mode shines the brightest. Otherwise, for me, it's a very similar... I think it's a very similar hybrid to, like, Flashpoint and Control with a little bit of push, like the back and forth of push. I think this kind of has very similar, I'll say, feelings to that, and in terms of, like, moving around the map, it feels very similar to Flashpoint to me as well. So I think it's a good game mode. I don't think it does anything too revolutionary. I just think it's kind of fun to just have it mix it up between the next couple game modes. So in the future, I would like to see just more maps for some of the existing game modes. I think we're good for a little bit with the game modes that we have here. I would like to see more maps for, like, Push, Flashpoint, and now this game mode. Oops, I did not mean to do that. And then in terms of the specific maps, Throne of Anubis I think is pretty cool. Sometimes it can feel a little compact. You can definitely see the resemblance between Temple and this map. There's some, like I said, there's some points in the map where it feels very claustrophobic. I think the first point's a kind of a good example of that. As the map kind of goes on, it opens up a little bit more and you can move around more freely. So I think it's a pretty decent map. And I have very similar thoughts for Hanaoka. I think it's a little more open than Throne of Anubis. It's very pretty, aesthetically pleasing. Again, you can see the similarities to what they did with Hanamura. And I think they have... and overall, I just kind of think this map is... I think it's pretty good. Nothing too crazy. It's not anything bad. If the map pops up in my rotation and it says we're playing Clash on Hanaoka, I'm cool with that. It says we're playing Clash on Throne of Anubis. I think it's pretty. I think that's cool. So yeah, nothing too offensive with these maps. I think they're just pretty good maps. And the game mode is also pretty good too. They made some changes from the beta, or not the beta, but from the not the closest. I guess the limited time availability. When they had the map for the limited time with just Hanaoka, they made a couple changes to how the game mode works, especially more towards the end with the capture points. I think that's a very good change. Maybe just a couple more final tweaks, but otherwise I think they did a really good job with this game mode. And yeah. So overall, I think Season 12 was a very good season for Overwatch. I think it's pushing it in the right direction. I feel like kind of recently Overwatch has been a little down in the dumps, especially in the community. Um, I've been kind of, I think, on a neutral stance. I've been really Overwatch has been my game for a really long time. I've played it almost every day. I've put over 1,000 hours into it, like I've said in my previous videos. And more recently, I've just kind of said I've been taking a break from it. Especially when the Marvel Rivals beta came out, that really took a lot of my attention away from Overwatch here, and I think it's good that that's coming out. But this isn't a Marvel Rivals video, this is an Overwatch Season 12 video, so just to keep it on that, I think this is a good idea, not a good idea, I think this is a good season. I think they're pushing the game in the right direction. I look forward to see what they're having for more content in the future, because I think they said that they're thinking about other forms of content besides just like the maps, skins, heroes. So yeah, those are my thoughts on the season. Let me know what you guys think. If you guys enjoyed today's video, please hit that like button and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye bye now.